Okay, we're going to be taking a look at the PS2 to Xbox 360 converter. I originally wanted to get the X Converter 360 that laugh on SRK sales, but currently they're sold out. I looked around. This is one of the alternatives. This, I guess it was this one or the Blaze Pro or the Blaze line of products. But for those, I didn't want to wait like 2 months to get it, and I bought this on buy.com for like less than $20. You could probably find it even cheaper, maybe like $11. So this is basically okay. Also, this was shipped in like the most generic packaging. This is all that came with it. It says Max GT Max accessories. I don't know. It doesn't have a brand. So basically, you see it's a PS2 input, and then it has a USB male. This is what goes into the console, and a USB female, which is what you plug in a wired Xbox 360 controller to bypass the security signal. And then also on this little part right here, there's actually a switch that says P3 and 360. My assumption is that the P3 means PlayStation 3, and then the 360 is obviously the Xbox 360. So from how all these work, you have to. Right now I'm going to be using my PS2 stick and my wired 360 stick. So first you plug in your PS2 into the PS2. Get your wired controller. Plug that into the female. And also, a lot of the other ones I've heard people say, or the instructions say, plug it in first. For me, I had to actually turn the console on first to get it to run. So then you just plug it into or turn it on first. Just log on. So as you see, no controller is inserted. So I'll just put this in. This has a light on it that comes on, and you see now it's controller 1. And what's cool about this one is that, okay, this is my 360 stick. It's actually still active. And this is a PS2 stick. It's also active. So I'm just gonna, of course, like with this setup, you got wires hanging all over the place, so just try to get that out of the way. And buttons are laid out in one-to-one. There's no like input swapping. So on this stick, it is, what is it? It's XAYB and I believe it's right bumper, left bumper. At least that's how they configured it when I got it custom. On my PS2 stick, it's square, X, triangle, circle, R1, R2. So R1 is gonna map to RB, and this is the only button that's gonna be like off. This is the only button I want to change for the settings. So let's see over here on the PS2 stick. This is pretty procedure. It's kind of weird that I wonder why the other controllers don't let you use both controllers at once. But what's also good about it is that on this PS2 stick, okay, it has those buttons, and I only have a start and select on the side, so I don't have a way to get to the home menu because there's no like button on the actual converter itself. But on the original controller, I have back button and the home button. So if I need to use the home button, I can click it on the Xbox wired controller. So please forgive my crappiness. I actually suck with Magneto. I usually never get it wrong. I'm going, but that actually seemed to work. Also, I usually never get fast flies, especially when not on my Xbox stick, because for some reason, when you press left, see, it doesn't always want to respond. But on my PS2 stick, everything is smooth. But on my Xbox stick, I was already having problems with it. So like right now, I'm trying to dash it. It's like. Alright, so that works. Now I'm gonna turn off console. Now I'm gonna check the other function. Let's see, I'm gonna flip the switch to P3 and see what happens. I actually haven't tested this out yet, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, first I'm gonna actually test to see if I can just run a Xbox controller with the PS3. So I disconnected the PS2 controller. Turned on the PS3. So I'm just gonna plug it in now and see if it works. So when you switch to the PS3 mode, okay, right now it's asking if I'm using HDMI, and as I said, this is my Xbox 360 stick. You can see the, yes. So that's pretty cool. And I actually didn't have to like activate it like the in pin. I guess the second I plugged it in, it was active. So the thing that sucks about the PS3 version is that it lags when starting up for no reason. And I actually find that I have a little bit more trouble doing combos on the PS3 version. I can't say I feel any lag. It does feel different, but it still feels. So okay, oh yeah, I have start. See, my start button links up, and the home button is linked up to the guide button. Yeah, okay, yeah. I will have to reconfigure it, but as you can see, okay, that was configuration for my PS2 stick. Using this layout. Okay, maybe that was just good. So things kind of seem to work well. Just that my Xbox stick is actually kind of bad comparatively, or compared to my PS2 stick, it's bad. Now I want to test. Well, can this still be used as a PS? I'm gonna unconnect it. It should say okay. Controller disconnected. Okay, I'm gonna take out the Xbox controller, plug in the PS2 controller, plug in the male, see if it works. Alright. So it did work. Back in business. The only bad thing about this is that I have no idea how to use the home button on my PS2 controller. There may be a shortcut, but I don't know what it is. But if you're using an Xbox controller or something that was hacked with a Xbox pad, all the buttons should match up one to one. Controls, going back to the pad. So things actually feel pretty good. And again, I suck at Magneto. I can barely run to save my life. And I'm still actually able to do it with this converter. So seems like a good buy. And it's not going to cost you an arm and a leg, usually. So you see it. I'll post a link in the description about where or about which one this is in particular. So if you have any questions, leave a comment, and thanks for watching.